In the quiet village of Umedike, where red earth stained the feet of children and the moonlight told stories at night, lived two inseparable friends, Ngozi and Amoka. They were not sisters by blood, but the village knew them as twins of destiny. Every morning before the sun fully rose, the two girls would walk barefoot into the bush, laughing as they fetched firewood for their mothers. In the evenings, they carried clay pots on their heads to the stream, singing songs that echoed through the trees. They shared everything: hunger, dreams, secrets, and hope. Their greatest dream was simple: to see the city one day. The city, to them, was a magical place where girls wore fine clothes, ate bread every morning, and slept on soft beds. They only knew the city through stories told by travelers and radios powered by dry batteries. Then one harmattan season, everything changed. One December afternoon, a shiny black car roared into Umedike, raising dust and curiosity. From it stepped Auntie Rosaline, tall, well-dressed, smelling of expensive perfume. She was Amoka's aunt, who had left the village years ago. The villagers gathered. Her hair was braided neatly, her phone rang non-stop, and she spoke with confidence. That night, as Ngozi and Amoka sat outside roasting corn, Auntie Rosaline called them. "My daughters," she said sweetly, "Christmas is coming. I want to take you to the city. You'll enjoy fine clothes, good food, parties. You'll even help me small in my business." The girls' hearts raced. The parents hesitated, but Auntie Rosaline reassured them. They will be safe. They'll return after Christmas. Tears of joy flowed as Ngozi and Amoka packed their few clothes. They believed God had answered their prayers. They both followed her to her car, and with emotions flowing, they followed her to her car as they say goodbye to their loved ones. The city was loud, bright, overwhelming. Auntie Rosaline took them to a small flat on the outskirts of town. That same night, she threw away their village clothes and replaced them with tight, revealing dresses. "You must look attractive," she said. "This is city life." Soon, strange men began visiting. They arrived in big cars, speaking with foreign accents. They claimed they were based in Germany, America, and Canada, home for Christmas. They bought drinks. They laughed loudly. Then the truth began to reveal itself, slowly, painfully. The men touched them in ways they didn't understand. Auntie Rosaline collected envelopes of money and smiled. "You girls are lucky," she said. "Many girls wish for this life." Ngozi cried every night. Amoka became silent. They soon discovered the men were not abroad-based businessmen. They were ritualists, pretending to live overseas, using young village girls for money rituals and spiritual sacrifices. Girls who asked too many questions disappeared. One night, Ngozi overheard a conversation. "She is ready," a man said. The smaller one. Ngozi's blood ran cold. She knew she was the next sacrifice. That night, rain poured heavily. Power went out. While everyone slept, Ngozi wrapped herself in a wrapper, climbed through a broken window, and ran barefoot into the darkness. She ran. She fell. She ran again. By morning, she collapsed at the roadside, weak and bleeding. A kind woman found her and took her to the police. While Ngozi ran through the rain and darkness that night, Amoka remained behind. She heard the sound of footsteps. She heard the gate creak open. She heard men whispering her name like it was a prize. When she realized Ngozi was gone, fear gripped her chest like a tightrope. "Auntie, where is Ngozi?" she asked in a trembling voice. Auntie Rosaline's eyes were cold. "She has chosen her path," she replied. "You will not follow her foolishness." That night, Amoka was locked in a small room at the back of the house. The walls were bare. The air smelled of candles and something metallic. Amoka cried until her voice disappeared. The next morning, Auntie Rosaline made a phone call. "She is come now," she said. "You can take her." By evening, a black car arrived. Inside were two men, well-dressed, smiling, soft-spoken. They claimed to be based in Germany. Amoka was dressed in white. "You are going to meet important people," Rosalind said. "Behave yourself." As the car drove off, Amoka noticed something strange. They were not heading toward the city center. They were heading into the forest. The car stopped in front of a large house hidden by trees. There were no windows. Only doors. Inside, Amoka saw other girls, young, quiet, empty-eyed. Some were sick. Some were pregnant. Some stared at nothing. An older woman whispered to her, "If you pray, pray quietly. They don't like noise." Amoka realized then that she had not been taken for pleasure. She had been taken for sacrifice. The men were not foreigners. They used fake accents, fake passports, and fake social media lives to lure girls. Their business was blood money. They believed young village girls carried clean destiny, luck untouched by city corruption. Amoka was marked. She was told she would be used in a spiritual process that would bring wealth and protection. She refused. For that, she was punished. Days turned into weeks. Amoka grew thinner but stronger in spirit. She prayed at night. She remembered the stream. She remembered firewood laughter. One evening, during a ritual gathering, a sudden argument broke out among the men. Power went out. Shouting followed. In the confusion, Amoka grabbed the bottle and smashed it. She ran. She ran barefoot into the forest. But fate was cruel. A gunshot rang out. She fell. But she did not die. Amoka woke up in a hospital. She had been found unconscious by hunters. Her leg was injured. Her spirit was scarred. The police came. She told them everything. Raids followed. More arrests were made. The forest house was destroyed. Amoka did not return home. Not immediately. She was taken into protective custody. Her identity was hidden. The police feared retaliation. Ngozi believed she was dead. The village mourned. But Amoka was alive. Ngozi returned to Umudike months later, thinner, quieter, older in spirit. She no longer fetched firewood or went to the stream laughing. Instead, she spoke to young girls. She told them the truth. That not every city promise is a blessing. That not every smiling relative has good intentions. That fast money often hides death. Years later, during a women's conference in a nearby town, a speaker stepped onto the stage. She limped slightly. Her voice was calm but powerful. She spoke about trafficking. About ritual lies. About fake abroad promises. Ngozi froze. She knew the voice. Their eyes met. Tears fell. They embraced. The village stream remembered them. Today, Amoka works with organizations that rescue girls. She never married. She never forgot. Every Christmas, she sends a message to villages. If the promise is too sweet, ask questions. If the road is rushed, slow down. If money demands your body, run. Because some girls escape. Some survive. And some are only remembered in stories. Until today, when Christmas approaches in Umudike, elders warn their children. Remember Ngozi and Amoka. Not all cars bring good news. Not all aunties mean well. Greed and desperation can open doors to destruction. Parents must be careful who they trust with their children. Not all glamour is real, some hide blood and tears.